Well, Jim began having hallucinations a few years after his diagnosis. Initially, I didn't know that they were a common part of the progress of the disease. So when I asked about it, the doctor was pretty nonchalant. I guess he just thought, well, it just goes with the territory.
Yeah, I wish we'd known. I wish, some of the science and some of the technology and some of the drugs that are available now, I wish they were available then, because he would have benefited and probably would have felt less alone. There is a lot to learn, and I think if I could go back and do it again, I would have spent more time kind of saying, what can I expect with this? Because at the time, all I knew was that, he's going to experience tremors and muscle weakness and maybe some depression, some different things associated with Parkinson's. But that's kind of it. That's all they really, equipped us with or told us what to expect. So, all those things at a glance, you're like, we can deal with that, I think that was the thing that I just never saw coming, and I didn't really know until after it was too late.
I didn't see it coming either.
Yeah.
Exactly. I was ill-equipped to handle my husband's hallucinations and delusions.
In my clinical experience, it's important to talk about Parkinson's-related hallucinations and delusions when they present, because we can actually do something about it. So it's important to address them and be able to talk about it with the clinical team as soon as they arise. Doing so can improve the quality of life of not just the patient, but for the family and spouse as well.
And someone who's lived through it, it's better to know. I promise you, it's better to know. And I'm convinced that the last 10 years of my dad's life, they could have been very different for him and for my family if we had a stronger and better understanding of Parkinson's-related hallucinations and delusions. So if you are a spouse of somebody who is living with Parkinson's disease, or if you are a kid of someone who is dealing with this, ask questions, and start that conversation, because, man, it is lonely without that.
Hearing from not just the spouse and the patient, but also adult children can really help navigate how it is that we're going to address Parkinson's-related hallucinations and delusions. From my experience, it's far easier to talk about and to address when someone's still retaining insight, meaning they recognize what they're experiencing is not real. After this insight fades, it becomes more challenging to manage. All the more reason to be proactive in talking about it early. I routinely ask about hallucinations and delusions with all of my patients with Parkinson's. So take control before hallucinations and delusions get out of control.